for her. The sound of heavy bells rings out and the house suddenly goes dark. The hair changes immediately. Lights go out, but Saber, Tasaka, and I don't say a word. We try to gauge our surroundings with our other senses. The loud ringing stops and the living room goes silent, and yet a soft rustling sound ripples through the house. I nod in silence. It's the same sound as when lamps are broken, and that can only mean... The sounds are getting closer, louder. Something is sliding against or across something else. It sounds like a swarm of bugs rushing toward the light. The only place that sound doesn't seem to be coming from is the living room. It's not even been a minute since the lights went out, and we're surrounded on all sides by that sound. An enemy, but it doesn't seem like a servant. There's just too many of them. Whatever people might say, to have some knowledge of mages and magecraft. Even I can sense that there's a lot of magical energy coming from a ton of people or things surrounding the house. 20 at least. But they also seem weirdly light. I don't sense any human will or intellect. The flapping sounds seem to be coming from enemy puppets. Ilya speaks up amid the flapping sounds. She, unlike the three of us, is strangely calm. Do you know who that is, Ilya? Oh my fucking god. I know what they are. Ilya is so casual about this, and just then the sound stops. I grab the wooden sword in the living room. Saber and Sack seem to be waiting for me to make a move. Hi. How did you like that twist ending? Or that sudden ending? So, a few things. Sorry. When I opened up my recording software, I noticed I still have a game tab labeled Fish with 2 E's, which is... I told you it's about the ship recording I made when I wanted to do something new, and I just couldn't think of anything, so... Anyway, yes, I ended yesterday, I ended my previous recording session on a cliffhanger, kind of. I edited out the bit after it went dark, and I put it in this video. Ain't that fun? That being said, there's actually another thing I wanted to tell you, which is that due to the way my schedule was working out Sunday, because I'm recording this a day early. So right now it is Saturday at 21:43. With that being said, that's not the right one. So there's 2 decisions I can make here. One of which will lead me to the Tiger Dojo, and one of which will not. I'm going to do both of them because I want to see everything. With that being said, I will put... So I just need to... caster and range. Alright. Thank God I made a save. Saber can take care of Caster. There's no servant left that Saber can't defeat, and Saber should be good against Caster. Her strong magic resistance should make her a good choice against Caster, who is a mage. Saber, can you go?
Hi. Caster ならば私一人で行くべきでしょう。シローの判断は正しい。
Okay, we'll try to hold down the fort. You just need to focus on defeating Caster. A strange sound reaches me just as I finish speaking. Is it the sound of Saber tearing through Caster's familiars now that she's jumped out into the hall?
まだ増える。20、30、
No.
40。ちょっといくら雑魚だって言ってもこれじゃ。
A numbers game.
問題ないわ。龍河兵なんて模造品で、竜の化身であるセイバーを倒せるはずがないもの。こんなの何百体いようと、セイバーの敵じゃないわ。
Believe. Those are 2, but the sounds retreat into the distance. The horde I felt surrounded the house is gone. I assume Saber defeated them all. Like Ilya said, Caster's familiars can't stop Saber. They must not have made it in here because they couldn't get past Saber.
さすがね。セイバー、キャスターのやつ。急いで使い魔を引き戻してるけど、これで終わりかな。
Fairly is right, the battle should be over soon. Saber won't lose in single combat. She shouldn't have any trouble cutting Caster down since she doesn't have to worry about protecting us.
浮かない顔ね。すぐに決着がつくっていうのに納得いかない顔してるけど。
I could say the same to Saki. Why does it look like something's bothering you?
まあね。ちょっとうまくいきすぎてるから。セイバーの強さがキャスターの予想以上だったにしろ、何の用心もなしに自分から仕掛けてくるかなって。
She's right. Caster came here willingly. If she knows that there's a master here, she should already know which Saber is here too. So she knows that Saber is here, and that Saber's a bad matchup for her. If she knew that and still attacked, that means... I don't hear anything, Ilya. Do you sense Caster's presence?
消えたわ。スカイマはまだ残ってるけど、残っているサーバントはセイバーだけよ。スカイマが残ってる。あ、シロ、腕。
Huh? I looked down my left arm. I don't understand what happened. My command spells proving my contract with Saber are gone.
シロ、霊樹使った？
No, I didn't. What's going on? Saber should have defeated Caster easily, so then why did my command spells disappear? My command spell disappearing doesn't mean my contract is severed. I shouldn't be panicking. Command spells are there to control servants who may act against their master's orders. I haven't needed to use them for Saber, so even if I lose the command spell, Saber and I should be able to get along fine.
Saber, 帰ってきたわ。もうすぐここにやってくる。
What are those two doing? Saber's just coming back, so why do they seem so worried? The door opens. Saber comes in. Saber's gripping her chest. She seems to be in pain. Saber! I rushed to her. I don't hear Tasaka's warning. All I see is that Saber's injured. Are you okay, Saber? Where did you... A single stroke. My body is cut in half, from the shoulder to the waist. So quick as a slash up for a moment, I don't even feel pain. My mysterious healing abilities don't seem to work against the attack from Saber's sword. The world starts to go dark as I die. More than my fear of death, I find myself wondering why Saber attacked me. Well, at least that one was short. Yes.
助ける Q&A タイガー道場です。さて、今回の死因はどんなに優勢だろうと油断しちゃいけないっていうことかな。
Oh, absolutely.
マスターなんだから、セイバーちゃんのちょっとつ猛進なところを諌めてあげないとダメだぞ。違うわ。今回悪いのはセイバーでしょ。 キャスターなんかの罠にかかっちゃって気が抜けてる証拠だわ。
I just had a thought. At the end of the Fate route, I'll do a scene. I'll do a video that's like the scenes that I didn't show in the path. That's really about it. I don't know how long that'll be though.
大方白を意識して一人でいいところを見せようとしたんでしょうね。なのに白を殺しちゃうなんてセイバーのクラスも落ちたものだわ。 それに夜最強って言うけど勝ち星は少ないし、体は小さいし、レディーとしての魅力も足りないし、なんかセイバーって大ぐらいなだけのパワーキャラって感じ。
Well, okay then.
イレちゃん、ストップストップ。セイバーちゃんも反省してるし、こう傷口に塩塗りたくるのはまずいでございます。
Actually, I'm gonna take a quick count before I go back.
武士道は色なし恋なし情けありだっけ。仕方ない。今回の不手際は多めに見てあげるわ。けどセイバーに首輪をつけなきゃいけないのは本当だよ。だってそうでもしないと他のデッドルートでもこう。ごめん。
Alright then. Okay. No spoilers. ネタバレは良くないし、セイバーちゃんを怒らせちゃダメ。あの子怒ると本気で怖いわよ。ちょっと前セイバーちゃんをからかって臨死体験した子もいるんだから。あ、それって13日目のことだよね。あれは楽しかった。ってタイガー、なんか今グルルとか聞こえなかった？ん？別に聞こえない。うわー！ Is it the lion? That's some. Yeah. Let me just let me do a quick count. I may actually split this. I may actually split this flowchart into 2 videos. Because there's quite a bit of things that I need to. Wait. Oh, okay. I already did that. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, no, because that third one there requires. That third one there requires. Beginner. This one requires me to play through UBW. That one there requires me to. That's for Heaven's Feel. That one there requires Heaven. Waking up. And that's Morning Dojo Scenery. So that should be a different one that goes to there. That requires me to. What's what I'm looking. Honestly, I should be able to go do that one, but I just haven't gone back yet. If Heaven's Feel equals 2 would leave. So that requires Heaven's Feel equals 2. That there requires Heaven's Feel be greater than 1. Fate route cleared and Heaven's Feel equals 3 would lead to. Let's see, that's less distortion. Okay, so there's another one here that leads down to this one down here, but since I don't have those, it doesn't appear. What do we got? Last distortion. Oh, and that just and this scene here is an interlude that leads into Heaven's Feel. So these 2, I just haven't gotten yet. So that's like what, 4. I think that's like 4 that I have to show off so far. The second one here is, let's see, that's yeah, that's 5. That's 7. There's no more decisions there. And then I took the +1, but I can also, there's a minus Rin decision there. And then there's these 2, which don't give me anything. You know what, I think I'll do that off screen. But yeah, let's just do that. It's clear who the enemy is. If Cass is attacking with an entire army, there's only one thing for us to do. Us staying here won't do anything. Saber, come with me. Chisaka, you take Ilya. Sokka grabs Ilya from behind with a full Nelson and covers her mouth. I don't think I want to see that image. Ilya, her voice muffled, continues shouting insults and expletives. Thanks, but try not to overdo it. You're better off running than fighting if it comes to it. Sokka nods as if to say she doesn't have to be reminded. I turn my back to Sokka and head toward the veranda. Saber fall. Oh, whoops. Oh, you read it. In that instant, I doubt my own eyes. The sword swings down at me. I stand stunned as the blade descends toward my head. I twist away and parry with my wooden sword. Even I don't believe it. My body just reacted the instant I knew I was in mortal peril. The enemy attacks again without missing a beat. A smooth, mechanical movement. A fluid, accurate attack. But that's it. It's accurate, but it's not sophisticated and it lacks the brutality of a killing strike. It seems pathetic next to the strength of Saber strikes, but like it's barely moving in comparison to Berserker's incredible speed. Back against the wall, I parry again. As I step back against the wall, Saber strikes like lightning. See for yourself, I got a little spooked, but I managed.
なんとかなったではありません。このような時は私の後ろについてこなければダメです。
Let's do that.
今後は気をつけてください。
Saber scolds me for my carelessness. She's right, but I don't want to stay behind her.
シロ、私の話を聞いていますか?
I am Saber. What was that thing? Always empty. Whatever hideous thing Saber saved me from was completely annihilated by her.
今のはイリアスフィールの言っていた通り、魔物の体を触媒にしてかたどった兵士です。オートマタというよりゴーレムのようですが質は低いですね。今のゴーレム程度なら取り囲まれても問題はありませんが。
I don't know where they were hiding. How the hell many did they manage to sneak in? These crudely assembled things scuttle all around us, closing in like spiders. But they aren't the only presence I sense. Countless others surround the house, many times more than I see here. I leap away from the wall. Are you? I strike at the bones with my wooden sword. These are fragile fucking bones. Saber sweeps away the bones, crawling toward my exposed back. The bones move jerkily toward us, attacking with the same unnatural movements. It's not hard to fight them off, but we're destroying more of the house with every strike. And I only have a wooden sword. Even if I use strengthening on it, it won't last. Much as I hope I'm wrong, it seems like the bones heading for us are endless. I really hope this isn't gonna go on till we both collapse from exhaustion. Damn, where are these things coming from? I can't help but complain as I fight back to back with Saber. There aren't that many bones coming at me. Some seem to be coming from inside the house, but most seem to be coming from the yard. Saber's slashing away at the bones coming from the yard. Looks like they're heading towards the living room. Saki and Ilya are in there, and Saber has her hands full dealing with the bones heading that way. Saber readies her sword. There may be no need to hide it now. Her golden sword is ready to demonstrate to her. Wait, Saber, don't use Excalibur right now. I don't care if you destroy the house. Okay, I might care a little, but we're in a residential area. You know what will happen if you use it here. I shout to Saber as I bat away the bones striking at me. マスターの指示ならば従いますが、これだけの数をまともに相手にするのは面倒です。一掃しなければ、いずれ窮地に立たされます。I know, these things are like familiars, rather than we defeat the one who's controlling that, would just wipe out the whole army. Saber, can you find Castor? 探るまでもありません。キャスターは庭にいます。気配を隠しもしないということは、私たちを誘っているようですが。Fine, let's give her what she wants. We aren't gonna last like this. 私は一向に構わないのですが。では、このままキャスターを。The artist just ahead. If Cash is out there, she shouldn't be too difficult to reach. But if we do that, we won't be defending the house. Saber's fighting the bones out for now, but as soon as she's outside the wall, holding them all back, will be gone. I should... That will send me right back to the same Tiger Dojo, so I'm going to do this one. I hear glass shattering. I hear the sound of intense fighting coming from the living room. I know. My delaying is making the situation worse. We're coming after Cass. I already said to Saki to take care of Ilya. She hurries down the hall, mowing down bones as she goes. The bone soldiers disappear before getting anywhere near Saber. They're like vanishing snowflakes. Saber scatters so many in her path, it looks like a snowstorm. She says she trusts her back to me, but she clearly doesn't need me to protect her. I'm once again reminded of how skilled a swordsman Saber is. Saber charges through them, unwavering. She cuts her way straight to the source of these bones. Her only goal now is to defeat the yet unseen sixth. Oh. Saber stops. The soldiers which have been coming at us in droves are suddenly gone. This must be our destination. A distorted human figure looms ahead of us. It wears a robe of some kind, but the robe itself is so dark that it looks more like a hole in the night. A dark shadow. As soon as I lay eyes on the figure, I'm struck by an indescribable sense of anxiety.
なるほど。確かにこれならバーサーカーを倒し得るわね。私の増票では足止めにもならないでしょう。
The figure chuckles. It seems the dark figure's the master of this bone creature's caster, but there's no master. There's no sign of a master nearby. Maybe she's the same as Lancer, able to move even far from her master. Saber challenges her directly with the question.
彼は私の主にふさわしくなかった。だから消えてもらったし、 消えてしまった。
I can't see the expression on the robed servant's face, but I can hear the terrible coldness in Caster's voice.
では貴様のマスターは
とっくに死んだわ。けれど問題はないのよ、セイバー。私たちは魂食いでしょ。魔力の供給源なんていくらでも溢れている。あとはそう、聖杯さえ手に入れてしまえば心配は何もなくなるでしょうね。
貴様も現世の復活を望むのか。どこの英霊かは知らぬが、そのためにかつての誇りを捨てたのか。
あら、人間風情に使われるのは誇りを捨てるとは言わないのかしら。私はそれが我慢ならなかっただけよ。今も昔も誰かの手足になるのはこりごりなの。だから使う側に回っただけ。あなたに非難される言われはないわ。
だろうな。私も貴様の非業になど興味はない。
Saber tilts her body just slightly. She's only about 10 meters from Caster. Saber should be able to close that distance and bring Caster down in a heartbeat.
そうね。せっかく話し合いに来たのに問答無用だなんて。これでも手加減はしたつもりなのですよ。
貴様と話すことなどない。潔くここで散れ。
Saber's intent only on killing. I'm not about to oppose her in this case. All I smell from Caster is blood. She must be telling the truth about murdering her master. Her raid tonight was clearly intended to kill everyone in the house. There's no reason for me to stop Saber. Besides, Caster isn't even a threat to Saber. Even I can see Caster's abilities. She's the weakest when it comes to one-on-one combat. If Saber engages her, she can only lose. Don't do it, Saber. Even with all that in mind, I can't shake off the sense of anxiety. It's not the same feeling of hopelessness and inevitable death I get whenever you're in Berserker's presence. Do I just have some sort of aversion to her, or is there just a warning or something dangerous? Think about me. Somehow my left hand is aching to warn me that Saber should stay away from that thing. I hesitated too long. Saber launches herself at the dark shadow. Caster smiles. She doesn't look all disturbed as Saber rushes toward her. She mutters, Atlas. I can't understand what she says, but it sends something beyond words straight into her mind. Ooh, I know! It's Greek! Ancient Greek! The world lurches and distorts. The air grows denser around Saber. I even feel a tremendous impact. The ground flexes like something massive slammed into Saber from above. No way, she activated some kind of magecraft without moving a muscle? Actually, I think she murmured something like an incantation. Incantations can be shortened. The simpler the magecraft, the shorter the spell can be made. But this isn't by any means simple magecraft. Not many mages could visualize such a thing in a single breath. Even if it were possible, they need to prepare a catalyst ahead of time, like Tasaka does. But Caster triggered the magecraft with a murmured word. I've never even heard of anything like this. That is Caster's magecraft. She is no mere mage. Saber! Saber hovers there, frozen. Her feet still kick in midair. She hangs, suspended there. The air around her seems to have thickened into gelatin. I can't get close. Some sort of invisible barrier holds me back. The murkiness seems confined to Saber, but so long as her feet don't touch the ground, she can't move.
あなたの時代の魔術師がどれほどだったかは知らないけど、この指は信頼に生きたもの。こんなマッセの魔術師たちから見れば、私の技は魔法のそれでしょう。
A ridiculing laugh echoes out from the depths of that dark robe. Saber still suspended, helpless in the air.
なんだ、本当にこの程度ですか、キャスター。
She dismisses this as if it were some dull trick.
大魔力。そんな、私の魔術すら弾くというのか。
Caster steps back. After casually nullifying Caster's magecraft, Saber surges toward her at lightning speed. But okay, so there is a few here. I'm taking a save here. That's where I saved the previous episode. I'm taking a save here because the other Tiger Dojo is indeed available now. I shouldn't be so apprehensive. We have Caster cornered. If we retreat, we're only giving Caster a chance to win. Saber's sword flashes in a blur of movement. She's close to distance and will likely cleave Caster in half with her next strike. But Saber suddenly stops. It's nothing Caster's done. Saber's own instinct seems to be stopping from getting close.
貴様、それは
Saber twists away to dodge. Too late. She falters as something has lifted her upward. Then a strange dagger plunges into her chest.
キャスター、今のは
そう、これが私の宝具よ、セイバー。サーバントは愚か、人間一人殺せない、何も生み出せない最弱の武器。けれどある事柄に対しては全てを許された寝台の免罪符。
Hey, that looks familiar. And that very much can kill extremely weak enemies, but you can still kill them nonetheless.
シロ、
Saber isn't injured, but she collapses to her knees anyway. Saber! Before I can figure out what's going on. The final command spell disappears from my left hand. Eh?
予定通りよ、坊や。あとは中にいる魔術師と器を回収すれば私の勝利は揺るがない。
Caster raises her hand. Even without her chanting, the air wavers and blows me off my feet. I can't get up. My legs are an absolute mess from that blow and simply won't move.
さあ立ちなさい、セイバー。たとえ神が罰しようと私があなたを許してあげる。
She snickers. Saber stands up. She walks in the same jerky manner as those bone soldiers slowly approach me as I lay immobile. Her eyes bulge like she's having a nightmare, and she swings her sword down.
素敵よ、セイバー。これであなたも私と同じ主殺しの罪を負った。ええ、これからは罪人同士仲良くこの地上を呪い殺しましょう。
You're like the third most famous Georgian. Caster's laughter assaults my eardrums. Without even understanding what's going on, I feel my body go rigid. Crimson stains the night. Saber stares down at my blood-soaked body, her eyes filled with tears. Yeah, I knew that was what was going to happen, but I wanted to get it out now.
よし、どうやら敵は去ったよね。頭に歯型がかっぷりと残っちゃったよ。
Oh, the line's gone.
それでは気を取り直しまして、ちょっとした脇道から谷底へまっしぐら。このままじゃ現世復帰が無理めなシロを助けるレスキューコーナー、タイガー道場始まり始まり。はーい。けど今回の
It really isn't.
あまり変わらないわ。こっちもセイバーが暴走してシローがバッサリ殺されたエンドよね。
Berserk.
そうね。けどさっきのとは少し違うっていうか、今回はシローが頑張れば防げたデッドエンドだからな。責任はセイバーちゃん一人にないような。ああ、そういえばセイバーいないね。うん。責任が半々なら落ち込むことはないみたい。
How rude.
そんなわけで今回は安心してタイガー道場を運営できます。そうね。けど今回は言うべきことはないかな。こういう微妙な選択肢はこれでおしまい。物語もいよいよ山場だからしっかりしないと正しいエンディングに行けなくなるよ、シロ。キャスターさえ倒せばいよいよ敵はあと一人。
Oh yeah, totally.
の王を締めよ。ピンチの次にチャンスあり。気を抜かずに戦うべしっす。おっす。
Oh wait, hang on. I had a thought.
それじゃあまた次のタイガー道場で待ってるよ。はーい、またね、シロ。
Okay, I just had a thought, because Castle interlude. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna. I can finish this day, can I? Oh wait, I'm in the wrong one. Wait, what? Let me go over it. Thank you. I mean, it's not that long. Wait. Wait. Oh, did I already select the thing? No, don't, Saber. That's not the button. I desperately sprint towards Saber, my heart race. Saber suddenly halts. It's not clear whether the caster did anything. Saber tenses up after seeing something like cast. Saber twists away to dodge. However, bony arms burst from the ground to grab her legs. A sharp blade emerges from the folds of Caster's robe. It's an oddly shaped dagger, thin and brittle. The blade isn't meant for killing. Saber regards it, discussing Caster strikes, clearly seeing her opportunity for victory. Being grabbed from the ground must have surprised Saber. Saber's unable to dodge or deflect the falling dagger and simply takes the blow, looking as such. Why are you? I hear Caster's voice from behind me somewhere. I can't see her expression. The only thing I can do is throw myself in front of Saber and take the blow in her place. It wasn't graceful. I didn't have the confidence to step in and take the dagger to the chest, so instead I tried to shield Saber, hugging her to obscure Caster's target. So Caster's dagger plunges into my back, tearing through my spine in a moment of unbelievable pain. I stopped myself from crying out in pain, mustered my strength to support Saber. I can't hear what she's saying, even as close as she is to my ear. Get back, Saber, get behind me. Saber understands before I can gather my voice to tell her to jump. I go flying. Saber shakes off the bony hands gripping her legs and carries me with her. Saber's voice is urgent. She lays me gently on the ground, but the pain only grows worse. It feels like scissors tore open my back and someone poured lead down my spine. The pain is unreal. You'd be dead from neuro. But I'm not exactly losing my mind over it. Hearing Saber practically shouting actually makes me calmer. Tell me, you don't have to shout. I can hear you. This is nothing. It just hurts. Forget about me. Take care of Caster. I point in Caster's direction, my head still down. Saber turns toward Caster. Saber's voice is harsh, angry. The black shadow clicks her tongue in irritation and raises a strange dagger in her hand. 見ての通り生倉で人間一人殺せないものですけどね。あなたが直感した通り、ある事柄に関してのみ万能とされる魔法の札よ。触れたくないのなら、私には近寄らないことね、セイバー。Caster's talking bold, but she doesn't seem as composed as earlier. Even a powerful mage like Caster can't hurt Saber as long as she's only using Mage Gift. Whatever her noble phantasm might be, it can't hurt Saber even if she surprises her with it. Should beat her, no problem. I give my orders through gritted teeth. 確かにあなたなら私を追い詰められるわ。けど、その間に誰がそこの男を守るのかしらね。言うまでもないでしょうけど、私の魔術が通じないのはあくまであなただけ。あなたがそこの坊やから離れれば、追い詰められた私が何をするか予想がつくのではなくて。貴様。Saber's voice rumbles from deep in her chest. The rattling of bones grows louder. I'm kneeling on the ground. Saber holds her sword, defending me as the bones surround us. I messed up. Even if I manage to save Saber, there's no point with me being left so weak. If I can't move properly, so I'm just slowing Saber down. Caster would be no threat to Saber alone, but with me to worry about. Alright, Saber. Saber lowers her sword. I think I hear Caster's laugh amid the sound of the rattling bones all around us. 正気？あなたたちの命は私が握っているのですよ。
な強気な態度に出られるとつい握りつぶしてしまいそうだ
わ。間違えるな。貴様が握っているのは私ではなく、私のマスターの命だけだ。だがそれを潰すというのなら私も容赦はしない。この身が消え去る前に我が剣の全てをもって貴様を焼き尽くす。
The air around us goes cold. Saber's words intimidate Caster. I can feel it.
いいわ。そこの坊やには手を出さない。もともと私の目的はあなただもの。一人ぐらいマスターを見逃しても支障はないわ。
初めから私が目的？
そうよ。バーサーカーを倒したほどの英霊を見逃す手はないわ。残るサーバントは私とあなた、それにランサーだけ。あなたを味方に引き入れればランサーなど敵ではないもの。
残り3人ではアサシンはすでに倒されたのか？
さあ、もういないのだから倒されたのでしょう。主も守れないサーバントは消えて当然よ。
Right. Assassin was defeated. Summoning the master in Ryudo Temple is gone. I don't fight them or even know who they were, but now there's one less master. Some of the remaining servants are Saber, Caster, and Lancer, who hasn't shown up since the first night.
くだらない無駄話はそこまでよ。私が欲しいのはあなたのその宝具だけ。マスターを殺され。
それこそ無意味な。この剣を扱えるのは私だけだ。宝具はその持ち主でなければ使えないと英霊ならば分かっていよう。
ああ、そうだったわね。けどそれならあなたごといただくまでの話よ、セイバー。どんなに優れた騎士でも
I don't
捕
like
らえ
how
て
this.
しまえばどうとでも
I don't
感
like
情
the
的
way
だ
this.
し、 何よりあなたは私の好みですからね。しつけるのは楽しそうだわ。
Her voice drips with amusement. I feel myself on the verge of passing out, even as my anger boils over. I try to shove the pain aside and start to force myself to stand on numb legs. You piece of... I'm not going to let Saber get captured because of me. I decided I'm going to protect Saber, so I'm not letting a wound like this bring me down. I grab my wooden sword and start slashing at the bones surrounding it. Saber's voice is brittle, tense.
そう、自殺したいのなら止めはしないわ。
Caster mocks me as I struggle. Bones crack and rattle, and as if to muffle all those sounds.